Hey, welcome back to Cool Kids Art, and it looks like Drift is back with another skin, and this time he looks like he's on vacation. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I will show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so let's draw this, and to begin we're going to start out with his eyes, and we're going to draw in the top of his eyelids. So I'm just going to draw two lines across first. And then on the corners, I'm just going to slightly dip it down. It's going to be a top eyelid, and then from there we'll draw in his eyeball. So right underneath, like a little half circle. And then I'm going to shade it in. I'll leave a little bit of a highlight. I know this is kind of small. Okay, so those are his eyes, and now let's move up for his eyebrow. So for his eyebrow, just come up here. From the corner of the eye, just come up. Just gonna draw one slant. So same thing on the other side. Kind of like a mean brow. And then we're gonna give it some thickness here. Just come up. Slant up, and then on the corner, just kind of slant it back down. So it's just like a little bar. Go up. Slant down. And then after his eyes, let's draw in the rest of his face. So just come out to the side here. It's almost like two straight lines. And this is going to be his hairline, which is going to come straight across. And on the bottom here, this is going to be the top of his mask. So right from the middle, just kind of slant it down. Okay, and then we'll finish up the mask. We'll just come down. Keep coming down on the straight line here. This is going to be his jaw. And then now we're just going to taper it in. Finish up his jaw and his chin. Just close it out. That's going to be his chin. And let's just go ahead and add in some details to his mask. So right here in the center, just curve. Come down, and then same, just a little bit of a curve. And then on the side here, it's got some little bit more detail. Just two little squares on each side. Okay, and then let's see. Let's just go ahead and finish up his ear then. So from the side of his eye, just come out. Just curve. So this are. Alright, and then his band-aid right here. It's a little bit small. Just gonna draw a little rectangle right on the corner of the eyebrow. Alright, so now let's continue on to the top of his hair. So from the side here, we're gonna flare it out just a little bit. And then his hair goes way up. So come back to the middle here. If you go straight up, just go off to the side a little bit. You can make a little point. And now I'm gonna come down with a curve. Just kind of connect that. And then this side, same thing, just slightly curving in. Just connect that. And we'll add another strand up here. Okay, and then on the bottom here, we can add in some lines. And on the top, let's just go ahead and add in one little detail here. Try to make it look like hair strands. Alright, so now let's draw his body, and we're going to start out with his neck. Right underneath, right here is mask. Let's just draw two lines like this. And then for his shoulders here, we'll just slant it out. Okay, and then we're going to skip here because he's not wearing a shirt, so this is continuous. So just kind of come down, make a little mark, little angle like this. This is going to be his armpit. And then from this point here, we'll just slant it in. This is going to be his waist. And here's his top of his short. We'll just close that off. And let's just add in one section. This would be the belt area for his short. And then now let's go back up here and finish up the details. So right here is wearing a necklace right here. So I'm just going to draw curve right around his neck on the bottom. And then for the little pendant, looks like his mask. So I'm just gonna flare out. I know this is kind of small. And then just come in with an angle. And then for the eyes here, I'm just gonna draw like 2 little slants inside. And then those ears right here, we'll just keep it simple. Alright, and then once you have this, let's give this pendant here some thickness. So I'm just gonna curve it, same curve, just come into the mask. Okay, and then from here, we'll draw in the flowers later. Let's go ahead and draw in his arms. So here's the armpit. Here's his shoulder, we're coming down. So just one curve coming down, and then his bicep, start here, bracket, come up here, bracket. This is gonna be his elbow. Lower arm, slight black bracket here. Same thing here, we'll come down and then we'll close it early because he's got those thick gloves. Okay, and then from here, this is just one big square. And then for his hands, for his fists, come down with a little hook, back of the fist, turn it and then close it. And let's just go ahead and finish up the details here. He's got those open finger gloves, so I'm just gonna draw a little square in here. And then on the back here as well, little rectangle. Okay, so same thing on the other side. Here's the armpit. And then the shoulder, just kind of continue that curve. Slant down. And then now for the biceps, bracket. Come up here, bracket. Lower arm, slight bracket, and then this one's gonna come out, come down, close, and then same thing here. Just draw like a big square. And then for his fists, come down with a little hook for his thumb, back of the fist, close it off. And then same thing here, we'll just continue this. Little square and then rectangle on the back here. Okay, so let's continue down to his shorts. So his shorts is really easy, just come down in the middle, make a little mark, and I'm gonna start up here on the side. It's gonna be pretty straight, just come out. So come back to the middle, come down, and then when you close this should be a little slant going up. Okay, so same thing here on the side, come down, use the other side for reference, come back to the middle, close it with a slant, and then let's just go ahead and add in some details right here. Another line here. And it's got those 2 big pockets right here. So this one's easy, just a rectangle on the side. And then right here, it's got a little bit more detail on the pocket. And on his shorts, it's got a little bit more design here. So start in the corner, just go up into the pocket. So that's gonna be a different color. And you know, before we join all those smaller details, let's go ahead and finish up his legs first. Okay, so right here, this is gonna be his knee. So I'm just gonna come in, a little bracket like this, and then for his lower leg, flare out, turn. This one's almost straight down. And then for his sandals, we'll close this off first. Just draw a dome shape for now. Close it off. On the bottom here, add in one section. And then for the sandal itself, we're just gonna draw another curve, just following that. And then for his toes, we'll just keep it simple. We'll draw one here, and then I'm gonna draw, let's see, I'll just draw two more smaller lines. Alright, so same thing on the other side. So here's his knee, just a little bracket. Flare out. This one's gonna turn straight down, and use the other side for reference. Then we'll close this off, and then let's draw in the same dome shape. Close it off and add one section. And same thing here, just follow that curve. And then one bigger line here for his toe, and then two more for the other toes. Alright, so now let's finish up the details on his short. Right in the middle, we can draw in the little string here. Just draw like a little egg shape like this first, and then we'll add in two little strings. So that's 1 and 2. And if we want, there's some more back here, so I'm just gonna draw a little clump here. A couple of smaller strings as well. Maybe just 2 loops like this. Alright, and then he's got a mask here on his side, and we're only seeing part of it. Probably the ear section. And then let's just draw in another curve here. Alright, and then now we can finish up the layer here, the flower. So from here, we're just gonna go down all the way around, and as we're coming down, we're just gonna draw in a little bit of a zigzag for the different flower petals. And then now come outside and draw on the other side. So this is just gonna go all the way out, down. Just kind of give it some wiggle, up. And if you want to, you can go up a little bit more like this, and then we can erase out that line. Okay, and then for the flower details, we just keep it simple. You can add in these little dots here. This is gonna be like the center of the flower. And then from those little dots, we just kind of come out with some lines. Make it look like petals. So we're just keeping it simple. And then lastly, for his belly button, we just draw one little dot here. And that is it for this summer drift. Hope you guys liked the way it turned out, and if you do, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.